And the capacity to which we can love ourselves that's the limit as to how much we can love anyone. I've been going through a lot of overthinking, I've been very reactive last week, and ever since I quit my job, it's been a really interesting little episode. It's been a really interesting episode in my life, and so I decided, you know what, I've been going hard for months now, and so I need to go to my mom's house. Right, I haven't spent time with my mom in a little bit, so I went to my mom's house for a couple days, and I was like, I'm not gonna think about anything. I'm just gonna relax, and I would look up some things, and the things that I ended up finding out was that if you don't have a good sense of self, if you don't have a good identity, if you don't have, if you don't actually believe you are amazing, then that permeates to everything else you do, to all your relationships, to everything you try to accomplish in life, right? Because you don't fully feel amazing. And so you are always going to see, for example, like I feel like I don't deserve your love until I actually do something amazing. Like I feel that. And so if I carry that identity throughout life, throughout everyone that I meet, like if I meet a new person, then that's going to transmit in some subconscious way that I might not be fully present. I might not be fully there listening to that human being because I fundamentally believe that I don't deserve their love. And so why would I be fully present, right? Like that's the identity. That's coming from the identity. My behavior is following the identity. And so like I need to be present. I need to be present. It's like, well, why are you not present, right? I think with the way we have to think about it is we are all made to be fully present. We are all that is our baseline. Being fully present, being fully loved by ourselves, believing we have the maximum potential, right? Being fully present. And it's the conditioning in society and things that were put on us that press us down. It's not a matter of learning how to be present. It's not a matter of learning how to be more loving because we aren't naturally that way. It's more about how do I get rid of the things that have been attached to my identity so that I can just be that person, that human being that transmits love and that transmits full presence and that attracts the things that they want, right? Because I think we can all be that and we are all that. But as we grew, these things, these traumas have caught our identity, have attached to our identity, and we have to release ourselves from those beliefs. How do we actually release these traumas, right? And the way that I have found, right, is you have to really observe. You have to observe yourself. And the only way to observe is to be present. Practice presence. Because the answers lie in your subconscious mind. And if you are constantly overthinking, constantly reacting to life, you have to learn to slow down. That's the first step. And so meditation is so powerful because meditation teaches you observation. Meditation shows you how to observe your mind. You just sit there in silence and you just observe and focus on your breath. And you can go with a certain intention. Like, for example, I was meditating and I came in with the intention like, why do I not have self-love? What is going on there? Why do I not fully love myself? And deep down, I actually feel like I don't deserve love. Like I don't deserve love from anybody else until I actually accomplish something. And I was thinking a lot about that because that arose, like that feeling arose. Like, why? Why? And then all of a sudden, when you just slow down and observe, it arises into your awareness that that's actually what's happening. So then I was like, I don't deserve love. That's interesting. I actually feel like I don't deserve love. So what's going on? And what is that causing in my life? Like, for example, it made me think of all the things that me identifying with I don't deserve love. What is all that causing? And it made me think like it's making me be not present. Because I'm so focused on the validation of somebody else that I am focusing on the result of things and not the process. I'm actually so much more focused on the result that I get impatient. I judge myself for not achieving it quickly enough. And I start overthinking and I start fearing and I start attracting the things that I don't want. Because, I don't want to do this. I don't want this to happen. I don't want this to happen. And then I start attracting those same things because I am acting from a place of fear. And so what's the answer, right? Okay, so how do I give myself more self-love? Okay, well, let's start with affirmations. Let's start with, I'm okay. You deserve all the love in the world. Give myself some love. Change the conversation that you're having in your head, right? And another way to do it is to say, what ideal human being am I? What ideal human being do I see myself being? And then assume you are already that human being. And assume you have the conversations of that human being already. And immediately you can take on those qualities. And this is interesting because this has to do with the law of assumption. Assuming that you are already that human being that is healed, that is loving, that is successful. And you will take on those qualities and those behaviors. Like, I am successful already. I am. I am fully engrossed in the process. I do nothing. I trust myself. Right? Because that is the ideal human being. And you picture that human being, they're free. Like I picture them. It's like he's free. Unattached to anything but fully connected. I can take on those qualities already right now. There's nothing that's stopping me from doing that. And so let's say you are present, you're here in the now, and you're focused on the process. If you put in the right actions, then the results are bound to happen. And you hear that all the time in life. Just focus on the process. But there's a very, very deep solution because there's a reason why you're not focused on the process. There's a reason why we're not focused on the process. Because it has much more to do with our identity than the actual action of focusing on the process. So focusing on the process means you actually love yourself enough to make the mistakes and feel good about the mistakes. See it as a game. Enjoy the zigzags. Enjoy the obstacles. Enjoy the problem solving. Having fun. It's the only way we actually get to achieve the things that we want. And if we get impatient, then that's a reaction based on fear. And the more we can be fully present and be fully loving to the task and to the people around us, then it all probably just seems easy. And it almost seems like the destination becomes the journey. Now that we're fully enjoying and fully present, then the destination doesn't even matter that much anymore because that's what we want out of life. We want to enjoy, we want to be fully present, and we want to love everything that we're doing as we're doing it. It's a deep task to enjoy the process. If you can enjoy the process and actually answer the question, why can't I enjoy the process? Why can't I fully love myself? If you can answer those questions, then I think the whole world opens up for you. So that's what I got. That's what I got. Hope it helps somebody. Love you guys.